following is a paid program. The views expressed are not necessarily those of the management or ownership of KSTP-AM 1500 ESPN.
This is the place to talk about everything related to the home. Buying or selling real estate, financing and improvements that can help increase your home's value. This is Minnesota Home Talk on Score North. Here's your host, Jason Walgrave.
Here's Jeff O'Brien with Chestnut Cambrone with another Minnesota Home Talk Legal Minute.
Head looks gigantic on here. Evan, what's going on? We got technical difficulties this morning, folks. And it is, now we're back. We're ready to go. Good morning, folks. This is Minnesota Home Talk, and we are live on AM 1500 ESPN Radio. We're live on Facebook. Be sure to check us out on Facebook.com, YouTube as well. Go to the Minnesota Home Talk page. We're live every Saturday morning, of course, on demand at MinnesotaHometalk.com. I am your host, Jason Walgrave with Walgrave Real Estate Group and the Minnesota Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Advantage Plus in studio. Mortgage Michael Ouverson with Luminate Home Loans. And we also have Insurance Evan with Paragon. Do you like that? Insurance Evan?
Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty. Oh,
seems kind of uninspired.
It does, doesn't it? What's a good sounds good with Evan? Insurance Evan.
I mean, here's the thing, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing's exciting about insurance. It's just boring. So
See,
I don't know.
That's where you're wrong, Mike.
The electrifying Evan Insurance Little. Insurance. Anyway, folks, how do you like my sweet headband?
Well, I was just gonna say this is we're getting crazy in here, folks, because Walgrave's got his bandana on to keep the sweat out of his eyes. So I don't know if we're doing some sort of like Olympics. Are we doing some studio Olympics this morning?
So last week, when you were up fishing on Mille Lacs, Jared was in here, did a great job. Jared Havens with Credit Life. Got a little warm. So Evan strategically put the camera just on Jared when he was discussing a few items, and then I had to take my sweatshirt off. It was much better, but this week I thought, you know what? I'm going to start off with the T-shirt on. I'm going to bring in the sweet headband.
Yep.
Would you like me to bring one in for you next week?
Sure.
Evan, would you like a headband next week?
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be headband week at Minnesota Home Talk.
I'm going to wear that blonde wig I got, so I look like Bret Michaels, maybe Vince Neil or something, maybe up down stage singing.
No, you definitely look more like Bret Michaels.
Bret Michaels?
Vince Neil.
Okay.
Vince looked rough.
Okay, I'm going to shave. I'm going to shave all the way down, get rid of the gray beard, right?
Yep.
Get the bandana on, the blonde wig.
Yes.
Yep. And you need to address me as
Mortgage Vince?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right, folks, before we get started with our fantastic show this morning, I want to give a huge shout out to my beautiful and smart wife, Elizabeth. Happy birthday. And we got a big day planned of lots of fun stuff. So I love you, babe. Happy birthday.
Not going to announce how old she is today?
I can tell you that she is much younger than I am.
You're a smart man.
So that is how we respond to numbers.
Yep.
She's somewhere between the age of 29 and 1,000. Easy. Done.
That's safe, right?
It's completely safe.
All right, we're giving away. Hey, folks, we're going to give away this morning our first for the season, our first pair of Timberwolves tickets. So we've got, this is going to be the preseason game October 14th. We've got a pair of T-Wolves tickets to give away. We're also giving away a pair of Saints tickets. So the two best real estate questions this morning during the show. Best question's going to get, we'll just give you the choice of T-Wolves or Saints, and then
runner-up question gets what's left.
Gets what's left. T-Wolves tickets given away this morning along with Saints tickets for the best real estate questions. Give us a call. The phone lines are open at 651-647-2910. Folks, that's the calling number of the studio. We'd love to hear from you. Two best real estate questions are going to win. We're giving away Timberwolves tickets and St. Paul Saints tickets. Give us a call, anything and everything real estate related, at 651-647-2910. That is the studio line. Call into the studio. We'll keep those phone lines open throughout the show. Again, give us a call to win T-Wolves tickets or Saints tickets. 651-647-2910. We have a text line as well. You can also win Timberwolves tickets or Saints tickets by sending your real estate questions to our text line. The text line is 443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. Call or text, both ways give you a chance to win. Two big winners this morning, two best real estate questions, Timberwolves tickets and Saints tickets. St. Paul Saints tickets we're giving away. Shout out to Prior Lake football. They won again last night, 4-0 on the season. So that's pretty exciting. We got, who's playing today? We got the Gophers playing today.
Michigan State.
Ooh, that's going to be a big game.
State.
That's going to be a big game.
It'll be their first good test of the year.
I think so too.
They haven't really played anyone yet.
I don't think anybody's ranked yet, certainly. So
No.
I don't even think we're ranked yet.
No.
We will be if we beat Michigan today.
Well, the very first game they played against New Mexico State,
Yeah.
they were actually ranked. They were ranked third worst in the country.
We got NDSU playing today. We got University of St. Thomas, of course. There's another school out in South Dakota. I can't remember their name.
The
DSU or something. Or...
Bunnies?
Oh, SDSU. That's
Oh,
what,
yeah.
yeah. Have they lost yet?
The Cuddly Bunnies. That's what their mascot is.
Are they 3-0?
Well, no. So the first week they played Iowa in Iowa for the
Got it.
Hawkeyes, and they lost 7-3.
Whoa.
So it was a close game.
Close game.
It was a close game. They've won every game since then, though. So
NDSU lost last weekend. So they played somebody really tough, though. Arizona, maybe?
they played a big school.
Yeah, big school. So it's a close game. All right. Again, folks, if you'd like to win Timberwolves tickets, we're going to start giving away Timberwolves tickets. First one is for a preseason game versus the Nets on October 14th. Give us a call with your real estate question. Studio lines are open at 651-647-2910. Or you can text your real estate questions. Best question is going to win. Anything and everything real estate related. We have a pair of Timberwolves tickets and a pair of St. Paul Saints tickets to give away. This morning, the two best real estate questions are going to win. Text your real estate questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. All right, let's see what we got here. You want to do hot deals, Evan?
Do you want to do hot deals?
I do. Let's do hot deals.
You want to do hot deals?
We'll do hot deals. I like the new format where we just, it's a little faster. We get through them because
we're going to take our time today.
Mortgage Mike has a lot to talk about.
It's going to be heating up in here with those hot deals. Might need two bandanas over there.
It's a good thing I took off my sweatshirt. All right,
Why
folks.
you wear a sweatshirt? It's not even 40 yet outside. We're still in the 50s.
At Theodore's game
Oh,
last
jeez.
night, his soccer game last night, it was cold. Because it was
Yeah.
drizzling, and it was a little windy, and it was cold. But it's nice out today. All right, folks, we're going to start looks like we got a map of the great state of Minnesota. All right, we got a brand new listing in Shakopee. This went live yesterday. Kelly back on our team. Located at 1164 Merrifield Court in Shakopee. Incredible backyard, beautiful setting. Backs up to a park, cul-de-sac lot. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, just under 2,000 square foot home. It's remodeled throughout. This is a really beautiful house.
It's really. Oh, look at that bathroom.
They did an excellent job at remodeling and updating this home. Who's the what's her name? Gaines? Is that the Magnolia Company? What's her name? The TV show. Something Gaines. That's her last name. No. Anyway.
You lost
House of Gaines?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it.
No,
Anyway, I
no,
think it's something else.
That's that lifting guy that's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not that.
Okay.
It's not that. We got
Robert Frank.
Does it come
Yeah.
with a big green egg? I mean,
yeah, look at that. Outdoor kitchen. This is
There's
really
a lot of cool stuff in
a
this
lot
house.
of cool stuff. And it's priced really, really well at $409,900. Went on the market live yesterday, folks. Come check it out.
I had one quick question. Looking at this listing, one thing I've noticed that's kind of unusual that I really like: pictures taken in the evening or
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah, it's kind of
So
cool.
you can see
isn't
the
it?
natural light in addition to the lighting on the exterior.
Yeah, the
Looks
photos
great.
turned out really nice. Vaulted. Oh, look at that 4-season porch. Vaulted. Got some shiplap on the ceiling. This is a great house.
It's awesome. Anyway, next listing.
In new listing 4099. Second, our next hot listing on the week in Newport, Minnesota, located at 1788 Hastings Avenue. $275,000, completely remodeled. We've got, I believe this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Why is it not scrolling?
There we go. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,680 square feet, 1-car detached garage. Completely redone at $275,000, ready to go. Quick closing available. Now we're going to move over to, let's see what we got here. The interweb is a little slow this morning, folks. This is in Prior Lake, located on Addison Drive. The address is 20755 Addison Drive, Prior Lake. There we go. 775, 2.5 acres, and it includes Lakeshore and Fish Lake. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 4,000 square foot home. Acreage plus Lakeshore on Fish Lake in Prior Lake. Fantastic opportunity and price really competitive at $775,000. It's a great home. Folks, moving over to Burnsville, located. This is an exceptional luxury home in Burnsville on 13612 Sunset Hill Drive in Burnsville. 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 4,717 square feet. Luxury finishings throughout, on the market for $1.295 million. And this home it's only been on the market for a couple weeks. It has incredible skyline views. Again, really modern luxury finishings throughout. Super cool home. Moving over to, we have a lot for sale. Lakeshore property. This is up by Pelican. It's a 1.5 acre lot, 140 feet of lakeshore, on the market for $165,000. This home is ready to build your second home or dream home, and it is about 2 hours north of the Twin Cities, on the market for $165,000. Next smoking hot listing of the week is in Minnetonka. 2-acre lot in Minnetonka, in the city of Minnetonka. Yes, folks, 2-acre lot. We got a super cool home located at 14620.
14620 Woodhill Circle.
There we go.
Since it's like lagging really far behind.
5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 3,064 square feet. This home, renovations definitely need some updates on this house, but it is a cool property. It's got a lot of potential, on the market for $599,000. And again, 2-acre lot in Minnetonka. We've got in Springfield, Minnesota. This is about 2 hours southwest of the Twin Cities, on your way to the great city of Laverne. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom located at 609 West Central Street in Springfield. And it is priced, folks, at $75,000. Think about that. $75,000 for a single-family house. That's what a new car costs. $75,000.
Yeah.
We got
True story.
True story. Pebble Creek Custom Homes has a to-be-built in Savage on Quebec Place. It is an exceptional custom 2-story. It's a to-be-built, so you have time to make any and all changes that you wish. It is a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 4,525 square foot home. It's on a cul-de-sac lot. It's on the market for $1.299 million. To-be-built home by Pebble Creek Custom Homes in Savage. Moving over to Sumner Avenue. This one's also in Savage. A little bit different design, more of a farmhouse. Kind of a modern farmhouse design. Really cool property. This one's on Sumner Avenue, rather. It's on the market for $999,500. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 3,085 square feet above ground. And again, this home is a to-be-built, so you have opportunity to make changes and adjustments, pick out all of your finishings. Moving to Prior Lake on Sims Court, another to-be-built. On the market for $995,000. This is a custom 2-story, 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 2,830 square feet above ground in Prior Lake. Very close to the Twin Oaks and Hidden Oaks Middle School. It's a cul-de-sac development, 9 lots, all half-acre plus, all walkout, surrounded by 12 acres of preserve. So you've got a lot of privacy. Really cool development. We have 3 lots left. Next smoking hot listing, we've got a to-be-built in Lake Elmo, located at 11610 58th Court North. $1.4 million in Lake Elmo. Folks, we have a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 5,055 square feet. And this home is ready for your finishing touches, all of your selections, design changes, and it's in the Lake Elmo area. $1.4 million. Cool opportunity to live in the Northeast Metro. Shakopee, Minnesota. Evan and I were talking about this property before the show. It's
a big house.
It's a little small, light on the square feet. 1.195 million. It has 7,019 square feet. 5 bedroom, 5 bathroom, custom walkout, 2-story great room. Just an incredible home, folks. This has everything that you could ever want in a home. Again, over 7,000 square feet on the market for 1.195 million. Our next Smoking Hot listing is in. We have a lot for sale, folks. Would you like to build your dream home or investment property? This lot is zoned for up to 4 units. $39,900 in Newport on Hastings Avenue, and it is ready to go, ready to build. Next Smoking Hot listing
That's
is...
it?
That's it.
No, we've got one more.
Oh, we got one more. David Meyer on the team.
Yeah.
He sent in, a little last minute this morning. He sent it in. I got to pull down my headband.
Yeah, get it. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, it looks nice.
There we go. David Meyer on the team. He's got this is a relatively new listing located at 556 Orleans. That's how you say it if you're from there. Orleans Street.
Something like that.
In St. Paul.
Yeah.
It's on the market for $215,000. I believe he's got an open house on this bad boy today. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Got a new kitchen, got some updates. Cool little house, just minutes from downtown St. Paul. And where's the open? There's an open house in this one today.
Yeah, I didn't see it when I scrolled down, but
Maybe it's on the email.
maybe it's in the email. Let me double check here.
We'll double check, folks. David Meyer and the team has this for sale. If you'd like to check it out, private showing, or check out the open house, you can give David a call.
Hey, that's a nice location too there, huh?
It is. Cool
I
property.
definitely don't see anything about an open house.
All right, if we find out more information about that, we'll get back to you. Folks, for more information about these Smoking Hot listings, you can, go to MinnesotaHometalk.com. Property search, what's your home worth? We'll do a free market analysis. Folks, if you'd like to know what your home is worth, if you'd like to know the value that's generated by a professional real estate agent on my team, this is not a computer-generated value from those different websites. We'll actually spend the time to do it accurately, and we'll do a free market analysis on your home.
Tell you what, you get a range on those. You type in the same address. You look at Zillow, you look at a couple of the other sites. I actually just looked one up the other day, so I started snooping around a little bit because I'm looking at doing a refinance for someone. And the range was 620 to 690.
Oh, jeez.
Is what I pulled up on, the automated deals, and it's like, I can't run any numbers off of that. So then I reached out to you, Jason.
Yep. I got it done for you, didn't I?
That's right. Reached out to you. Jason said, yep, this is what it's worth.
So we've got some really cool technology through Mike and his team. It's called HomeBot. And so we sign up all of our clients and customers on HomeBot. You get a monthly computer-generated valuation, so you can keep an eye on things. And it's a great way to just get an estimate. But then if you want a more accurate one, we have clients all the time that say, hey, got my my HomeBot value. Can you confirm this? And we'll do a free market analysis for you. But it gives you an idea on neighborhood statistics, activity in your neighborhood, keeps you updated on market conditions. And look, folks, the market conditions are changing. The market today, very different than it was 90 and 120 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, we have Timberwolves tickets to give away. Would you like to go to the first season opener, preseason game versus the Nets on October 14th? A free pair of T-Wolves tickets on us for the best real estate question. We're giving away 2 pairs of tickets this morning, 1 Timberwolves and 1 Saints. The best question is going to get choice, but we're giving away 2. We're going to have 2 winners this morning. Give us a call with your real estate question if you'd like to win Timberwolves tickets. Phone lines are open at 651-647-2910 is the call-in number. Folks, the phone lines are open at 651-647-2910. You can also win via text. Text us your real estate questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. All right, I know folks they want to know about mortgages and rates, and what do we got, Mr. Ouverson?
Do we have to talk about them?
It is, we don't have to, but I would like to. How's that sound?
Here's what's happening with rates. So rates drifted up again. If we look at the last 3 months, we go back before August 1st. The Feds in June and July both raised interest rates that caused our mortgage rates to go down. That's typically what happens. So yeah, you heard me right. When the feds raise rates, mortgage rates typically go down. So what the feds control is short-term rates. When short-term rates go up, long-term rates go down. Mortgages are long-term rates. That's why you get the inverse relationship. Okay. So what happened since August 1st? The market has just lost a little bit, day by day. So as the market gets worse, interest rates get worse. Well, this last week on the 20th and 21st, the Feds met again. They raised rates, as everyone probably knows, because they heard it in the news. They raised short-term rates by 0.75%. Again, typically that would cause mortgage rates to go down, which initially they did go down a little bit, but the day after, we lost everything and rates went up. Rates went up almost 0.25% in one day, the day after the Feds made that announcement. And so because it's away from what typically happens, the result is complete opposite of what typically happens when the Feds raise rates. What the scoop is that investors feel that the Feds don't have control on inflation. It's kind of a locomotive on the track under full power, not manned. It's just going down the tracks and it's doing what it wants to. And
full speed or like 80% full speed. Or?
I think it's full throttle.
Full throttle.
Yeah, you seen the movie Unstoppable with who is it? Chris Pine and
yes.
You know the train where the train runs away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's kind of like that, but different.
Okay.
So anyway, long story short, rates went up again this week, and it's really just all based on inflation, right? So as inflation continues to linger out there, I mean, we're going to see rates jump around a little bit. You know what I mean? Once inflation comes under control, or if our federal government wants to step in and start pumping some money into the mortgage-backed securities market, that would drive rates back down.
Yep.
But until that happens, I mean, we're going to be sitting where we're at now.
Yeah.
We're low to mid sixes right now.
Like that song, Jump Around?
Pretty much, yeah.
Evan, can you pull that song up sometime during the show? Jump Around? And then Ouverson, I can.
No, I can't. It'll get us.
Oh, that's right. We get flagged.
Yeah, it'll get us
Something
muted
about
on
not
Facebook
not having right to play something.
Well, if you want to pay
All
a couple
these
grand
rules.
for the license for it.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't really
I don't
either.
either. So, all right.
But I don't want to be all doom and gloom, right? So we still look at it. So Jason, you started.
Where's my calculator?
What did you get in real estate?
1949.
Where's Mike Calculator?
1949.
We got to start calling him Mike Calculator.
Mike Calculator.
Yeah.
Where's Mike Calculator?
Mike Calculator. I like that.
All right. So what were rates when you got in the business?
8.25.
8.25.
Yep. So 1999, 2000, when I got in the business, rates were 8.25, 30-year fixed mortgage. I do not recall anyone complaining about the rates. The 40-year average is 8.25.
Yep.
For mortgage rates. So, anything in the sixes is okay. For rates, I think anything in the fives is really good.
Yep.
Fours is fantastic. Threes is
unreal.
It's just not real, and so if we take a look at what we believe will happen with home values, and if they appreciate, say 5% in the next year, which is pretty likely, even if we go into a recession, we've been talking about this for the last couple months. The last 6 recessions, 5 of the 6, when we went into recession, home values, they went up. They appreciated except for 2007 when we had the real estate crash. And that was not due to the recession, but due to the mortgage issues.
Don't blame it on us.
That's the mortgage. It was all the mortgage guys' fault. So we believe that home values will go up if we use 5%, because I think that's pretty likely. Take a $400,000 house. So a $400,000 house today will likely cost you $420,000 next year. If you wait and buy, and if people are like, well, I think the rates are going to be lower next year, this spring or this winter. I think that's probably true. I think they're going to be less. I think the rates will be lower in the winter or spring than they are right now. Well, then you just refinance. You're still going to save $20,000 in this example on the price of the home. What's it cost to refinance?
I'd say average cost, I don't know, $3,500 maybe, $3,000.
Yeah, so you're still $16,500 ahead by buying today. Even with that higher interest rate, because you just refinance and the little cost of refi, you're still ahead of the game.
Yep, I would agree with you. We actually have an article here that we're going to talk about from Keeping Current Matters. It says, what experts say will happen with home prices next year.
Love it. Evan, let's see your technology. All right, here we go.
It's already up.
You got it?
Yep.
All right. So we can just look at the graph. I'm not much of a words guy. I'm more about the pictures. So let's focus on that. Okay. You can see it. It's pretty easy right there. So we got Fannie Mae. We have HPES. I don't know who that is. Do you know what that is?
I don't.
Home price something or other. We have Freddie Mac. We have the MBA, which is the Mortgage Bankers Association, and we have the NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors. And then we have Zeman. Okay. So 5 out of the 6 there, as you can see, are predicting home prices to continue to go up. Zeman is the only one predicting it to go down. If you take an average of the 6, it's saying 2.5% is what they feel that home prices will appreciate by in the year of 2023.
Interesting. So if we take Zeman out, we're closer to that, 3.5.
Well, yeah, this comes down to are you going to do the average? Is that the appropriate, or do you take the
high and the low out?
Yeah, the mean where you just in which case you'd be landing on about 4%.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's that's pretty accurate from what I think is going to happen. I think this of course is what they're talking about nationally. If you take a look at our market, I think that we're going to see a 4 to 5% appreciation on average in the Twin Cities metro.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to take that into this is a national average too of what they're thinking, and you got to remember when the crash happened back in 2007, our home prices went down. What would you say on average?
Well, 19% was nationally,
right?
So nationally 19%. I think that's pretty close,
But there's pockets out there like spots in Florida, Arizona, and stuff that were 30, 35, 40%
there
down
were more
during that time.
70% in some areas. Where it was just like.
And there were parts that were not down that much. For example, Rochester, Minnesota.
Yep.
Didn't have nearly the decline in values. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, another example. And so you can look at nationally, which is I don't really like to look at those stats because I don't think that they're relative. You can look at your state again, and then you look at your local markets. But you really got to look at neighborhoods though too, because especially if you've identified an area or neighborhood that you want to be in. Then you can, and we can get those stats, folks. We can look at a neighborhood and find out what the stats are in the last year, 5 years, 10 years, and help us predict what it will likely be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and all these things are associated to the same factors that change how some houses that are really close to each other appreciate very differently. What school district they're in, what the commute is like between the two of them, how close it is to downtown, etc.
Yep. Bless you.
Get it?
There we go.
Anyway, the point I'm making is you can average all you want across even small suburbs or whatever, but really until you nail down 2 specific properties, you can't start looking at the specific factors. So.
Yep, exactly. Folks, who would like to go to a Timberwolves game? We're giving away a pair of tickets and actually Saints tickets as well. If you'd like to win Timberwolves or Saints tickets, give us a call with your real estate question. Phone lines are open. 651-647-2910 is the call number. Studio lines are open to win Timberwolves tickets or Saints tickets. We're going to have 2 big winners this morning for the 2 best real estate questions. Give us a call. Phone lines are open. 651-647-2910 is the call number to the studio. If you'd like to text in your questions, you can text them to 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. Call or text both ways, give you a chance to win. We're giving away Timberwolves tickets and Saints tickets for the best 2 real estate questions. There we go. All right. Is that it on that article?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nice, short, easy.
Nice, short, easy article. All right, let's talk about, I got a couple things.
I got a text question. Hang on.
All right, here we go. We like text questions.
Sarah asks, isn't the difference now that home values have increased so much? I bought a house in 1996 for $70,000, so 8% wasn't that painful, right?
Well, I think that's a really great point, and that's a really good question. A couple things to look at is we talk about affordability index when we run through stats every few weeks on the show. Affordability index is right around 100 right now. I think it's 101. That means that what does the affordability index mean, Mike?
So the affordability index is a measure of the average home price compared to the average median income for a market. So If the affordability index is at 100, that means that the average income made in that particular market is exactly what needs to be made to afford the average house in that market.
Yeah.
If it's 200, that means the average income in that market is twice as much as it needs to be made in order to afford the average house in that market.
And so right now it's at 101 approximately. I think it's a great question. That there's other things to look at, right? And one is renting and the cost of renting. So I think people sometimes forget that as interest rates go up, many investment properties, the investors that own those properties, many of those properties are not on 30-year mortgages. They're on 5/1 ARMs or 7/1 ARMs. And so if you've got an owner that has a loan that needs to be renewed in this year, for example, or right now, for example, and he was at a 4%, and now he's got to renew that loan at 6% or 6.5%. Your rents are going to go up. The cost to keep that property, to own that property, is going to be more. The rents are going to go. We have seen, astronomical increases in rents in the last 10 years.
Yes.
And so that's not going to change, especially if we go into recession. And your rents are going to continue to go up. It is less expensive and better to own in almost all price ranges than it is to rent. And we run that analysis all the time. First time home buyers come in, I say, okay, thinking about buying, what does it mean? Compare it side by side. So we'll take a look at a 5-year comparison if you're renting, 5-year comparison if you're owning, and then we take a look at it, and here's the difference. Here's the equity build that you can gain on owning a property. Here's the tax benefits on owning a property. And you go through it and you look at it side by side. Not to mention, if you're, we've talked about this too in the last several years, if you're renting a home for $2,500 a month, in that home, you'll likely be able to buy for $2,000 a month. And so there's an opportunity to have your monthly obligation, your living expense, less when you own compared to when you rent.
And fixed in for 30 years.
And fixed in for 30 years. And fixed in for 30 years. That's a big deal.
$2,500 today in rent. If you stayed and rented that house for 30 years, so rent doubles every 20 years is the stat. You're paying over $5,000 a month down the road. Whereas if you buy a house today and your principal and interest payment is $2,000, well, 28 years from today, it's still $2,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? And 30 years, it goes to zero.
Yes.
So I just ran some numbers based off of inflation and so on. So Sarah says bought a house for $70,000 in 1990. Based off of the inflation calculators that I can find from the government, that basically equates to about $155,000 in today's money. So you're looking at buying a relatively, affordable starter home, $155,000. At 8%, you're talking about a raw payment of about $1,100, $1,150 at 8%. In order to match that payment at $200,000, you're talking about, at 6%, you're talking about $200,000.
Okay.
So in real terms, that 2% is almost $50,000 of buying power.
Mm-hmm.
So even though the percentage doesn't sound that much lower, that difference is pretty big.
Yeah, that difference is pretty big. And if she bought it in 96 for $70,000, that property is probably worth $200,000 today. And so at a 6% rate, it's about the same cost. So because of the appreciation. So it's good. Evan, we like your stats. It's good stuff. Folks, we got the phone lines open. Would you like to win Timberwolves tickets? Give us a call at 651. Studio lines are open. Free Timberwolves tickets and Saints tickets. 2 big winners this morning. 2 best real estate questions are going to win. Studio lines are open at 651. 651-647-2910. We have a text line. You can also win via text. Text us your real estate questions to win Timberwolves tickets or Saints tickets. 2 big winners. 763. The text line to win T-Wolves tickets is 763-443-5664. Again, text us your real estate questions to win Timberwolves tickets or Saints tickets. 2 big winners this morning. 763. Text lines are open. Anything and everything real estate related, give us a text. 763-443-5664. 664. The text line again to win is 763-443-5664.
Andy texted in. He wants to know, what's the best location to buy a rental property in the metro area?
It's a great question. So a couple, there's a couple additional questions that we would ask a customer or client that came to us with this initial question. What is your goal in renting property? Is it cash flow? Is it long-term appreciation? Are you looking for a duplex where you're going to live in half and rent out the other? But we like to take a look. We can pull up stats for rental rates, so we can take a look at an area, find out what the rental rates are. We can take, of course, a specific property, give you a really good idea on what that will rent for. We can take a look at vacancy rates, and so we got to do a little bit more research on those questions. But then, Mike, you and I talk about this often. Where do you live? Do you live in Prior Lake, but you have a rental property in Duluth? That can be a little bit, harder to manage, right? Or do you want something closer? Are you going to self-manage, or are you going to hire a management company? Rental management guys, fantastic partner on the show. So there's some different scenarios based on what you're going to be doing.
Almost a better question might be, which locations do you not want to rent in? There's a lot of good places to rent in the metro. I mean, the thing is the demand for rentals, and that's why rents continue to go up, is because the demand is out there.
Right.
You're going to be able to find renters pretty much anywhere you go.
Yep.
And it's a matter of, you want to be somewhere where you attract quality renters, right? Take care of the property, pay on time, that type of stuff. And then also looking at just appreciation, right? You don't want to be going out there and buying in an area where you think home values might go down, which I don't think that's going to happen at all, really, coming up here. But there's certain areas where, there might be pockets where it does go down, and there's certain pockets that are almost like depreciation proof.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so you can look at it a couple different ways there. But that's one of those things where, again, we go kind of through the checklist. Let's figure out what your goals are and what you're wanting to do here. And then you can really hone in on what the best answer is for that question.
And then the question, how much cash do you want to put down, so we can determine price range. And, we can take a look at, are you looking for a regular rental? Are you looking for a luxury rental? We can run the numbers on those types of properties. But they're great questions to ask. Also keep in mind, folks, there's, we're seeing more sellers advertise that they have an assumable loan. They've got a super low interest rate on an assumable loan. Maybe that would be a great investment property. Especially if you're an investor, you're probably going to put 20% down to purchase that as an investment property anyway. So there's because you're assuming what the loan balance is, not the sale price. And so I think that there's going to be some creative opportunities for investors to get in and buy properties that have assumable low rate mortgages, lock into some great rates, and turn it into a great property. Phone lines are open. Text lines are open, folks. Would you like to go to Timberwolves game? We're giving away a pair of Timberwolves tickets and a pair of Saints tickets. The two best real estate questions are going to win. Best question is going to get choice of those. Timberwolves tickets, text us your real estate questions to our text line, 763-443-5664. That is the text line. Text us anything and everything real estate related to 763-443-5664. All right, folks, we've got... Is winter coming? Felt like winter last night. It was chilly.
I mean, it's officially fall now.
Yesterday the first day? Yesterday was the first day of fall.
Yeah.
So I think so. So we got a long ways.
Sounds about right.
It's coming.
I'm not a meteorologist.
Listen, it was 93 degrees one day, record-breakingly hot.
Was it record-breaking?
And then the next day, it was like 60. And I'm like, whoa, it happened.
It did.
Yeah.
It was like an overnight deal.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was ridiculous. I think that's the most sudden shift I can remember in my life, where it's just like, boom, immediate.
It was shocking.
It is fall now.
Immediate.
How homeowners can make the most of their yards, even in the fall or winter. All right, so we've seen in the last couple of years a lot more time has been spent in our yards, backyards, side yards, more time outside. I think that we've seen some really cool properties come up that, like one of the listings we had this morning, outdoor kitchen, fantastic patio, the decks, all of this outdoor living space that I think the southern United States does a really good job of, and out in California area, West Coast, they do a good job of utilizing outdoor space. And I think that in Minnesota, we've just really upped our game on that in the last couple of years. So this talks about making the most out of your backyards. Number one on the list, link the indoors and outdoors by blurring the lines. The most common way to do this is to add more windows and doors to connect the spaces and make the glazing bigger to achieve better views. So a great example of this, on Thursday, I was in a Charles Cudd home out in Victoria, and meeting with their sales guy and my clients, some beautiful villas that they're building out there. And so open floor plan, fantastic design. They had, so you walk in the front door, and then you've got your open stairs going down to the basement, and then you've got your kitchen off to the left, and then your dining area, your great room, and then to the back was a four-season porch. That's all open to the rest of the main floor. And they had windows on the two sides, and then on the third side, the whole wall was mirrored. The entire wall was a mirror, like three panes, but they covered the entire wall.
Okay.
And so I'd been out to this house a couple weeks ago. The mirrors hadn't been up, and I walked in, and it was shocking how massive that house felt.
I bet.
Because of the mirrors, because the mirrors were reflecting what was outside of the windows, and so it felt like it was all a part of the house. They did a really, really excellent job. This is kind of what they're talking about in number one, about blurring the lines from inside to outside. It was a great example. We're seeing a lot of four-season porches and screened-in decks, and the patio doors have come a long way in the last couple of years, where they have the accordion patio doors.
Those are so cool.
Or just opens up the whole thing to the backyard. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're on the lake, or you have some open space behind you. Number two on our list, folks, we're talking about how homeowners can make the most of their backyards. Number two on the list, set up an outdoor office. Many people they've worked with some cramped makeshift offices during the pandemic. Before COVID, home offices were kind of going away, fizzling out, and they're back in full force. I think they're better now. They're more creative. It's not just a giant 14 by 14 office, but we're seeing office nooks and things like this. What they're talking about in this article is to set up your outdoor space, whether that's on the screened-in deck or the porch or outside. And I think that with Wi-Fi and cell phones and all of the technology that has improved over the years, we can work outside, and we can take advantage of being outside when we're working on our laptop.
The only thing with that is you gotta run your fax machine line out there. You know what I mean? That's the only downfall in that.
And your dot matrix printer.
Yeah.
Remember those, Evan?
Yes.
Remember they fed into the machine
On the sides, yeah.
Hey, the dot matrix was cool, yeah, because you had an infinite sheet of paper. It's like printing on a scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's reasonable. You've got your credit card carbon copy machine. That's easy to carry around.
Yeah,
yes.
that's portable. Yep.
Yep, I remember those.
Yeah, sometimes you have to go back and forth like 3 or 4 times. I want to make sure it picks up the transfer.
Dude, I want to see a lemonade stand run by some kids that have one of those out there.
Yeah.
It's usually only a cash-only business. Those lemonade stands, it'd be sweet. They got a credit card machine out there. You go up there.
I don't know.
Now that I think about it, our cards aren't compatible with those anymore.
No, because
there's a whole bunch that are flat-fronted and no indents on the back.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, you got to have the
it's
little
truly
square.
Dead technology.
Wow. We're going to find one.
I'm sad now.
We're going to bring it in. Folks, we're talking about, we got the phone lines open. If you'd like to win Timberwolves tickets, give us a call. We got T-Wolves tickets and a pair of Saints tickets to give away. 2 best real estate questions are going to win. Best questions, you get your choice. Timberwolves tickets, give us a text message question. Anything and everything real estate related, 763-443-5664. The text line, folks, to win Timberwolves or Saints tickets is 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664 to win Timberwolves tickets. Anything, everything real estate related, give us a text. All right, we're talking about how homeowners can make the most of their backyards. Number 3 is dining outside, and not just for dinner, but you can take advantage of breakfast, brunch, lunch, cocktails, snacks. Enjoy that outdoor space. Have meals outside. I love having meals outside. With the kids, way easier cleanup.
Yep.
It is. We definitely take advantage of dining outside and using that space for meals.
All right, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What if you took the opposite approach and brought the outside inside with this one? Because maybe the real reason that it's easy with the kids if they eat outside, you just hose off the patio.
Yep.
So what you need to do is set up your kitchen to be able to be hosed down.
Interesting.
You put
a
couple
drains.
of floor drains in there. You make sure that everything's waterproof.
All concrete and tiled. And,
it's just like, the kids made a mess.
Yeah. I think the concept has, it could work.
Yep.
It could work.
It's like the Jeep Wrangler approach to the kitchen.
And you take that smoker grill and you put it right inside.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. I mean
you
if you've
can
got
do
a big enough vent hood, sure.
You can just clean the kids. When it's time to shower, you just put a little shampoo and just spray down the counters. The kids, time for bed.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as like they get out of the pool and you spray them down with the hose. Why not?
Exactly.
Easy.
It's coming, folks. It is coming. Number 4 on our list, add entertainment. All work and no play isn't fun, and the outdoors is a perfect place for classic games. We're talking about board games. We've got badminton. I'm thinking about your neighbor, Mike. He's got that giant screen outside where he plays movies.
Yeah.
And so you guys pull up in your boats, and he's got the movie playing during summer nights. I think it's great. Add entertainment. You can watch movies. You can do all that stuff outside. Number 5 on our list, establish. Oh, this is all you, Ouverson. This is definitely you right here. Number 5 on our list of how homeowners can make the most of their yards. Number 5 is establish a wildlife habitat.
Yep.
Now, actually, this is more about my sons, Joseph and Theodore, because this talks about attract pollinators, such as bees, butterflies, and birds, by planting the right flowers and plants. At a greenhouse, if there's room, which will allow homeowners to garden all year. A birdhouse or feeder or two, this is great additions as well. Even a chicken coop. Tell you what, man, if my neighborhood allowed chickens, I would have chickens.
You would?
Yeah. Why don't you have chickens? You guys eat a ton of eggs.
Yeah. I don't need the chickens. I just need the eggs.
Your kids would love chickens running around the backyard.
They probably would.
That
sounds like a lot of work.
You want me to bring Tyson a chicken for his birthday party today?
That'd be a great gift for him. Absolutely.
He'd love it. Jen would be so mad at me.
Things just
No, you probably just grill it up tomorrow and make you dinner.
right.
All right, folks, talking about how homeowners can make the most of their backyards. Number 6, make your yard pet friendly. I think this is a big deal, right? We have many people have pets, right? We love our pets, whether it's dogs or cats or, there's all sorts of pets. I think making your outdoor space or your yard pet friendly is great. Some different things, whether it's fencing, maybe it's invisible collars or invisible fencing. Maybe you're going to build areas where the dog, goes to the bathroom, so you're not killing the grass. I think making it pet friendly is awesome. We love our pets and we want them to enjoy that outdoor space with us. Talking about how homeowners can make the most of their backyards. Folks, we got the phone lines open. We're giving away a pair of Timberwolves tickets and a pair of St. Paul Saints tickets for the best 2 real estate questions. Studio lines are open. You can give us a call at 651-647-2910. That is the call number to the studio. We'd love to hear from you. Studio lines are open to win Timberwolves tickets. 651-647-2910. You can also text questions. Anything and everything real estate related. Give us a text question, anything and everything real estate related, to win Timberwolves or Saints tickets. The text line is 763-443-5664. The text line again to win Timberwolves tickets or Saints tickets, giving away a pair of each for the 2 best real estate questions. Text us your questions at 763-443-5664.
All right, we got a bunch of text questions to get through now.
All right.
Let's start with Texter. He hasn't got me his name yet. Do solar panels add value to your home or detract from it, or is it solely buyer dependent?
Oh, it's just a really good question. It's a really good question. It is more buyer dependent than anything. I don't think it really adds value to your home. I think that as far as, let's say your house is worth $400,000, and if you put solar panels on, is it worth more? I mean, maybe a little bit. Certainly not the cost of the solar panels. I think the research we've done, it takes 6 or 7 years to recapture the cost of the solar panels. I think that they can be great if they're positioned in the right spot on the roof. I think anything that takes away from front elevation of the home is not a good idea. And we've had homes that were listing, and there was a house across the golf course that the whole roof was solar panels, and that did not help that particular home, the neighbor's home. And then so questions is how long are you going to stay there? I think that it's more likely to probably hurt you than it is to help you if you're doing solar panels for the new buyer, because the new buyer might not like them. They might not like the way they look. They might not like where they are. Now, with that said, if they're positioned correctly on the house, where they're they don't take a whole lot of, they're not distracting, they don't have any front elevation views. I think that there's value there, not what it's going to cost you to put them in. So I think if you're going to do solar panels, do it because you're planning on being there for a while.
Can you remove the solar panels? So you get the system put in,
yeah,
right? It's wired. You got all that done in there. Is it something to where a buyer could come and be like, I like the house, I don't like the solar panels?
Well,
can you basically cut the cord, take the solar panels off? You got your regular roof underneath there. It's like they never existed.
Yeah,
kind of. Depending on the roof mount that they use, it's the sort of thing that has become integrated with the shingles and stuff. Now that said, there are other ways to install solar panels as well. So we see a lot of the on-roof installs because that's, I think, the most convenient for a regular property. But there are also setups where it's on a pole or in the backyard somewhere, et cetera. So
you know what they need to do? They need to come up with a tree, right?
Mm-hmm. A solar tree.
A solar tree.
It can even grow.
It looks, well, it doesn't necessarily grow, but it looks like a regular tree.
You can cut it down and build a house out of it.
Right? It looks like a regular tree, but it's a solar tree. It provides shade.
All right, you know what? We got to move on from this. We've got like 5 text questions.
Avatar.
Guys.
Oh, sorry.
We got 3 minutes, 5 text questions.
Focus.
Josh asks, we're wanting to purchase a rental duplex, but now the interest rates seem to be rising. Before, the housing prices were going soaring, but the rates were so low. Where do you see rates going? We did talk a little bit about rates.
Yes.
Do you think if you're buying a duplex, it's like buy now, or do you kind of wait it out, look for the right property?
No, I mean, I think that the values are going to continue to go up. When you're buying, rental real estate, here's the thing. It doesn't really matter what the price is. Doesn't really matter what the interest rate is. It does not matter. What matters is what's it going to cost you right now per month and how much income will it bring in.
Yep.
And that's how you have to make your decision on buying rental properties. So, prices and interest rates are irrelevant. It's what income will it generate, and do the numbers work?
Yeah. You're not going to buy an investment property if you have a 2% interest rate and you lose money on it.
No.
But you will buy one if it's at a 10% interest rate and you make money on it.
Exactly. Yep.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, and Brandon had a question that was in a similar vein, which is just what's the best financial opportunity right now in the real estate market?
Well, I don't think it's a collapsing real estate market. So go ahead.
I think there's 2 ways to win. If you're an FHA or VA buyer earlier this year, you almost had 0 chance to get your offer accepted, right? Now you have a chance. I got a lot of FHAs and VAs going right now. Now you can buy a house because the competition of cash and conventional offers is much less.
Yes.
That's how you win in this type of market. The other type of market that you can win on here is that jumbo loans are about a full % lower than a standard conventional loan. So get your loan amount up to $800,000, $900,000, right?
Yeah.
So you're buying a higher end home and have an interest rate that's a full point lower than everyone else is getting because you're in the jumbo loan category.
Is that what it is right now?
It's 3/4 to a point lower than standard conventional.
So that's a really big point to come across, folks. So we got to take a look at, okay, what's the interest rate on this price or this loan amount, and what's the payment, And if you buy a bigger home, the interest rate is less, so the payment's less.
We ran numbers on this: a 675 house with 15% down and a 775 house with 15% down. The monthly cost difference for the $100,000 is only $130 a month because the interest rate is that much lower on that higher loan amount. That's right
huge.
Now.
And so there's other options out there from your standard conventional 30-year fixed mortgage. There's portfolio loans. There's 5-1 ARMs. There's 7-1 ARMs. Okay, Evan, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I want to try and hit all these. Pat asks, I've been receiving numerous phone calls about offers to buy my existing rental property. How much of a difference should I expect in offer price versus open market with an agent?
Well, it's going to be lower, and I get them all the time too. I get mailers, and I get text messages, and I get calls.
We want to buy your house.
Yeah, and look, I'm not saying that's not a right option, but if your goal is to make the most amount of money, you got to go to the open market, and you got to list with a team that has a full, proven strategic marketing plan to sell that home for the most amount of money.
Got to get the more eyes you get on it, the more you're going to make on it. It's pretty simple.
Folks, we appreciate all the calls and texts this morning. Do you have a house that needs a lot of work? You're ready to sell, but you think no one will buy it because of the condition? Would you like to sell your home and close in as little as 7 days? Give us a call. We have clients that are buying properties that need all levels of renovation. They're cash buyers and looking to purchase right now. Check us out online.
Where?
MinnesotaHometalk.com, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week.
This has been a paid program. The views expressed were not necessarily those of the management or ownership of KSTP-AM 1500 ESPN. You're listening to 1500 ESPN on KSTP-AM 1500 and 94.5 HD2 Minneapolis, St. Paul.